Welcome to the Curly Hair Q&A show. I am your host, Ken Nichols, and most weeks I'm here with Melanie Nichols. But tonight I am not. But Melanie Nichols is the founder of the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida. It's one of the top curly hair salons in the country, and Melanie is one of the top curl experts anywhere, and she's trained up some girls too, and sometimes we bring them on, like tonight. Melanie is also the founder of the Raw Curls brand of natural and organic curly hair products that can be found at rawhairorganics.com. And if you ever wanted to check them out, or you're a Raw Curls user, now would be the time to do it, because we're having a special July summer spectacular sale. Do we have a promo for that, Rhett? I'm guessing no. I'm guessing no. Okay. All right. For those of you, okay, he'll pull one up in a bit, but there's put it this way. The sale flyer that he's going to come up with says that there's specials up to 50% off. If you look at the skincare stuff, if you've ever checked out the RH Organic Skincare, some of that stuff is 70% off or more. I swear. But there's not much of it. And if you ever wanted to try really, really good organic skincare, now would be your chance. Now would be your chance. So Rhett's cursing in my ear as he looks for it. But okay. Well, the good news is, Rhett, is that the podcast people don't care. They don't care. Oh, so anyway. So speaking of podcasts, tomorrow morning, this show number 126, which is also Curl Crap Giveaway show number 9 in a row, if you've been counting. And I've got a box of Curl Crap here that we're going to give away, today. So anyway, if you consume us on podcast, this show will be ready tomorrow morning, Tuesday, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, Podcast Addict, and more. Also, if you would like to see this live stream tonight, we are actually live streaming in 8 different locations tonight. The best place to watch us with the best audio and video quality would be our YouTube channel, the Curly Hair Q&A channel. We are live streaming there, and you can interact with us as well. On Instagram at RHO Raw Curls. Hey, Instagram, there you are. Hi, they're on their own feed, so they're special. They get to see some before stuff, after stuff that everybody else doesn't get to see. That's their bonus. The bad news is we don't usually get to communicate with them other than that, because of the way Instagram is. So anyway, so they get some special treatment and some not so special treatment. You can also watch us live streaming tonight in the Curly Girl support group on Facebook, the Diva Curl user support group on Facebook, the Curly Hair Q&A group on Facebook, which is one of our newest groups. That's the one that is loaded with about 200 professional curly hair specialists, curly hair stylists that will answer all your questions. We are also in the Raw Curls user support group and the Curly Girl Method product swap group on Facebook. We are everywhere, yo. And I think last week we were in 11 countries worldwide. So that's really cool. So anyway, so I have a guest panelist expert tonight. Miss Terri Potts is with us. Give her a warm welcome. She probably can't hear it. Do you have a clapping soundtrack, like a cheering track? Oh, God. He's like, Rhett's like totally not.
No.
Okay. But Miss Terri is a curl specialist at the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida. And today, actually these last couple of days, Melanie has been training up some new curl specialists and retraining some existing ones, and holding a Raw Curls Academy 2-day workshop at the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples. And they're wrapping up tonight. Melanie didn't think she'd be able to get done in time, because our podcast and video studio here is about, oh boy, what is it, Terri, an hour?
Close to 45 to an hour.
Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour drive, rush hour traffic from there. And they all the women there that were there for the training were wrapping up, and they decided, we've got all these great curl specialists here, let's all cut each other's hair. And that's what's happening. So they got done a little bit. I don't even know if they're done yet, frankly. I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything. But when I left, pretty much everybody was either cutting or getting cut. So I packed up in the rain and headed here. So Miss Terri is subbing in, and we've got some questions for her. And if you do have anything that you want to ask her, feel free to. So a couple of things before we get into that. Hi, Terri.
Hi.
Hi. Before we get into that, a couple of things I want to go over that are important that I'm going to bring up. Well, let's start with this one. Both of these things are kind of bad news. I know a lot of you know that there's a lot of the curly hair product manufacturers and stylists and people in this world that we are very close to, that we don't just have competitive relationships with, that we actually have really good personal relationships with. And if you've watched enough of these shows over the last couple of years, you'll know we bring these people on, and and we consider them friends and colleagues as well. That being said, on Saturday, Jeffrey Davidson, he is the guy that put the whole deal together. He was basically the guy that that owned the company of the Wet Brush, which a lot of you guys I know use. He put together a deal that merged that company along with Weedad Curly Hair Products, and put that deal together. And he was the CEO and one of the owners of it and running it. And he tragically died on Saturday evening, surrounded by his family, thankfully. But our thoughts are with him. I tried to reach out to a couple of our close friends within the Weedad organization. I have not heard back from any of them. Doesn't surprise me. It's a Monday, but at the same time, I'm sure they're getting bombarded. Big this for those of you maybe in the professional world, everybody knows who this company is. They own a bunch of different brands. Everybody knows who this guy is. I know a lot of you consumers probably don't, but you do know their products, and it's just it's sad when someone on the inside like us passes like that. So our thoughts and prayers are with the whole Weedad and Wet Brush family. And if we hear anything else, we'll let you know if it's worthwhile. The other thing that's not so great, on the same note, Jessica McGinty, the founder of Jessie Curl, there she is on the screen if you guys are watching on live stream, is a very good friend of ours and competitor, but we don't even see ourselves that way. We're just very good friends. About 2 weeks ago, Jessie and I had a quite private conversation about something, and she had opened up to me and told me that she had been having some health issues over the last several months, which I knew about, and today she had brain surgery. And I haven't heard anything yet how it went. I'll keep you guys posted when I do, but keep Jessie in your thoughts and prayers, and we hope everything goes well. And that's pretty much all I know about that. But her and I had a really nice, pretty in-depth conversation about stuff. So we hope everything goes well.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's that. All right, let's get on next thing. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to Weedad. Let's talk about Weedad for a bit. Next week, I don't know what day. Next week, if you're in any of the groups that I listed off, or I'll give it next week Monday during the show, so it'll be in the podcast as well. For those of you who were with us when we did the interview here, we did a live interview with the Weedad Global Artistic Director and Director of Education and founder of the Weedad Flagship Salon in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Mr. Chadwick Pendley had announced that he and his partner Igor were developing a very, very unique and special diffuser for curly hair. What was that, about 2 weeks ago that Melanie and I were done? 3 weeks ago? I can't remember.
I think 2.
Yeah,
it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Melanie and I went and spent the day at the salon, and Melanie got to play with it. I did a live video in one of the groups. I know a lot of you saw it. Really slick. Melanie brought it out today for the stylist that we're at the academy to play with. It's it got solid reviews from everybody.
It's really cool. I used it last week.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty neat, eh?
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Did Melanie put any of the scent stuff in it, or no? Did you do it without it?
It did have some in it.
It did have some in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's pretty unique, and Melanie's going to talk more about it on the show next week, but it looks like next week Melanie was given a special discount code just for you guys, just for you who listen to the podcast and watch the Curly Hair Q&A show. That'll give you a good solid discount on that. And here's the other thing. You'll be the first ones that will know when the new release comes, because they basically did a test run of it, and then they had to go and run more, but it'll be released to you guys first, and you'll get that discount, so you'll get to jump on it, and it's pretty exciting. It's actually special, so I'm not like hyping the fact that you're getting no, it's a pretty good discount. It's and I negotiated it, so it's got to be good. It's what I do. I do very few things good. That's about the only one. Rhett, while I'm thinking of it, I'm getting an echo in my ears, if that matters. How about you, Miss Terri? You getting an echo in your ears?
No.
You're not? Okay.
No.
All right. I think I might be. No, I'm still getting a little bit of echo, but anyway, I'll keep going on. If the sound sounds good, if you can comment in one of the groups wherever the heck you're watching, so Rhett knows, that would be great, if you're hearing it or not, or if it's just me. It might just be the voices in my head.
Very well could be.
Okay. All right. Great. All right. So let's get started in questions. We got curl crap too. So, okay. Right. So I'll give you guys a little hint ahead of time, so I know.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys can hear it. We're in the South Florida Motor Speedway in front of our house every week. I think they do it on purpose. Anyway. Okay. Okay, sounds fine according to everybody. All right, good.
It's just in your head, Ken.
It's in my head. That's all that empty space. Did I mention our show sponsors this evening? Rawhairorganics.com, where you can find Raw Curls products, and the Raw Organics Nutritional Supplement Company. My guess is we have no. Look at that, and there's the 50% off site-wide sale. Thank you very much, Rhett. Appreciate your hard work, and you can check it out there. Pretty cool. Very bright pink lipstick.
Yes.
Eh? Very bright. All right.
It's very Florida.
Yeah, very much. So anyway, what I wanted to bring up was the questions for the Curl Crap giveaway number 9 today are all animal-based questions. So they're animal questions. And they're fun ones. Some of them are easy, some of them not. All right, Terri, let's get into some questions. So, Terri, Miss Terri Potts is a curl specialist at the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, and I'm going to let her tell you a bit about herself. So, Terri, tell us who you are. Tell us what your background is. Tell us how long you've been in the industry. Give us a basic kind of bio about who you are.
Okay. Well, I started doing hair in Indiana.
How long ago?
23 years ago.
Holy cow.
I lose track of time.
So when you were 7?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Because, I'm a baby.
Right.
And I love it. It's always something fun and different.
Really?
So even doing hair, the same thing every day, it's different.
So what do you like best? Would you rather cut hair or color hair? What do you like better?
I like them both.
You like them both. How about perms?
No.
Ooh, no
I mean,
perms.
I do them
Yeah.
because I have to.
Not a fan, though, right?
It's just not my favorite, but I'm good at them.
But you're good at
them.
them.
So that's why I do them.
Wonderful, wonderful. So how long have you been at the Raw Hair Salon?
September will be 3 years.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and I love it.
Wow.
I absolutely love it.
Wonderful.
So.
Isn't that nice? That's great.
We're like a little family.
We are like a little family, and yeah, and I do the best I can to stay out of there as much as I can. Okay, so tell us about being a curl specialist. Like, where did you get trained? How long? how long did the training take? Tell us about that.
So I was trained in Melanie's Raw Curls Academy. Let's see.
Probably close to 3 years ago.
Yeah,
right?
close to 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It was the summer because
Yeah.
that's when we were a little slower.
It's the only time.
Yeah. It's fun. I love it. It's like, I tell people it's like sculpting art. You know, it's
Yeah.
like you have this big canvas and you just kind of slowly work at it and step back and take it all in. And I love it.
Really?
I can't decide if I like it better than straight hair,
Really?
but I love it. And every head's different.
Yeah, because it was something different that you didn't do in all those years until you actually got to there.
I had a lot of curly clients, but I never had actual curly training.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to look back and say, wow, you know, if I'd have known this back then, things could have been a little different.
They sure
But
could have.
yeah.
They sure could have. How long did it take, Terri, from the time you got through the Raw Curls Academy, how long did it take before you were like confident to cut curly hair to where you were comfortable like getting those people on the books every day? How long did it take? Did it take a lot of practice or no?
Yes and no. I'd say like maybe 4 months or so.
Really?
I mean, it really helped that I worked side by side with Melanie.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know, I mean, so
Well, I suppose that could be good and bad because it could be that you would work side by side with Melanie, so it speeds up that learning curve. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's probably harder to get released to do them, hey? Because you got to get her approval.
yeah, because she stands and watches over your shoulder. But no, it's great because if I had a question, I'd say, Melanie, what do you think? And, you know, she'd step in and say, do this or, you know, don't
Yeah.
do that.
Right.
So-
Right. So that sped it up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. I know the majority of you, I'm sure, maybe you've seen the salon online and pictures and whatever, but the way it's laid out is there's the main salon area and then there's a private styling room off to the side. That hardly ever gets used anymore. But there's the main salon area and there's one chair in the middle and then the other chairs are on either side of it. And you can pretty much guess who sits in the middle. Watch this.
Queen Melanie.
Queen Melanie, as she watches over everything that happens.
You know, I have to say the hardest thing about learning the curly hair is all the things that I learned about cutting straight hair and having to correct, 23 years of doing hair.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things like, oh, you don't want to cut that,
Right.
leave that longer.
Right.
So that was the only interesting challenge.
So do you feel that just so we have an understanding of what it's like to be a curl specialist, because it gets thrown around a lot, so do you find that the more you do it, the more practice you get at doing it, that the better you get?
Totally.
So it really is a practice makes perfect, and the more practice gets better.
Yeah, and there's so many different curls. I mean, even on the same head, you could have 3 or 4 different things going on.
Yeah.
So I do get a lot of people kind of scared when they walk in and they're like, "Oh, you don't have curls. You're going to cut my hair?"
Right.
So,
I laugh whenever I hear that because I always
do.
think, if I had a heart attack and they took me to the hospital, I'm not rolling into that emergency room clutching my chest saying, oh, Mr. Surgeon, you didn't have a heart attack? Oh, you haven't had a heart attack? I don't want you touching. Are you kidding? Can you do it or can't you?
Exactly. I always tell people, relax. I've seen bald guys cut amazing curly hair.
I tell people that all the
this.
time. I tell people that all the time. I think people think I'm lying, but it's not.
No,
it's absolutely
it's
true. All right, let's get into some questions and we'll get into some fun facts. Okay, Terri, can you tell me what the best way... Now, let me rephrase this. Okay, Terri, can you tell me what is the best way to have my curls cut if I have 2B waves and it's down to my bra strap? Is it layers or is it something else?
Well, I would probably go with some long layers for sure, because if you got 2B waves, you're going to need a little, weight taken off that bottom part to help bounce it up a little bit. So I would definitely go with some longer layers.
Definitely go with some longer layers.
Plus, you don't want to end up with a triangle.
No, you don't want that.
No.
You don't want that. So probably longer layers.
Definitely.
Okay, good. Okay, hopefully that helps. All right. Okay, next question. All right, Terry, I want to get some highlights for summer, but I don't want to damage my curls. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, anytime you highlight, it's going to loosen that curl. It's just what happens. You break those bonds down.
Yeah.
It's going to loosen them. I mean, the products we use are more natural, safer, not as
You mean the hair
damaging.
coloring products and
Yes,
stuff?
at
Yeah.
the organic salon. We use organic products, which are gentler, but you're still going to soften that curl. So
Sure.
some people like it. Like, Julie, for instance, with those tight coils, she likes getting the highlights because it loosens them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I had a client the other day who loved the highlights so much she wants to do her whole head. I'm like, let's not do that.
So, Terry, what hair color products do you use in your salon?
We use OA and organic color systems.
OA and organic color systems. So that would be something where this person that wants these highlights, it might be a good idea to have that conversation with their stylist and see if they're using maybe a color line that's not so damaging.
Yes.
What would be a keyword they would ask or anything? Would it be what? Would it be non-ammonia? Or
Yes, non-ammonia.
ask for something. Do you have something non-ammonia?
Yes, and I would stick on a lower end of developer as well when I'm lifting curls.
Lower end. 10 volume?
10, 20.
And that's it?
I wouldn't go anything higher than that.
So tell them 10 to 20 volume of developer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Hopefully that helps. Let's get into some. We're gonna do a curl crap giveaway. So guess who's here? Hold on.
A surprise guest visit.
Oh boy. Here.
It's quite echoey.
Move to the center.
I'm moving over.
Yeah. Here. Let me get you hooked up. Terry, you have to tell everybody on podcast what's going on.
Well, Melanie just joined us. Ooh, that's quite echoey.
Warning, we are doing some stream surgery.
Here, you have to share that.
So just bear with us, guys.
Ask Brett. Hey, Brett, did you give me a stand or no? Ask him where did you say it is?
Right by the TV.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
Right
I see
there.
It. All right. Hey, Instagram, we have a guest.
We can't share.
Yeah, you're gonna share.
Oh.
Unless what do you
is
think,
like
Brett?
really-
Should I just let them pass the
That's
mic
fine.
back and forth between themselves? Ask him what he thinks.
He said put it between us.
Just the way it is, like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is fine.
Yeah.
We'll just get comfy and close.
There, Melanie, you can get closer.
I can't reach though.
Oh, well, maybe I need to come
I'm on a
closer.
short leash.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then you're gonna have to go closer.
They keep me on a short leash.
Well, somebody has
my
to.
gosh.
I know. Oh my god. Oh. We've got a floater.
We got a floater.
Okay.
All right. Well, guess what? We're gonna do a curl crap giveaway, ladies.
Oh
right.
yay. Did Terry answer questions?
Yeah, she has.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, let's run through the rules really
Oh.
quick for the curl crap giveaway.
Oh,
guys.
you mean not the rules for Melanie
I
and
thought
Terry?
Yeah.
we had rules.
Melanie? You cannot spit on the microphone. No, let's run through the rules.
I'm
real quick.
leaving.
You must live in the lower 48 states of the United States to win. You cannot have won within the past 60 days. 60. It sounded like 16. If you win, the only way that you can get rid of the products if you don't like them is the same way that you got them, is by giving them away. And also, if you win, you have to. I'm changing it slightly. You have to send me a friend request on Facebook and also a message, because some messages I've gotten filtered out because they're not my friend on Facebook.
Oh.
So we've
Okay.
missed a couple of people that I've got to go back and add to the giveaway list because they were filtered. I didn't get them until like a week later. So and I looked at the time and they were on time. So yeah, send me a friend
alright.
request on Facebook and then also a message. So
Okay.
yeah, and remember that we're doing this because we like to give away things and we like to have fun, and this is supposed to be fun. So be gracious in losing if you don't win.
Yeah.
And it's the first comment that I see in the right answer is the one who wins.
Is the right answer. Okay. Well, Melanie, take the mic and tell us Tell us why you're late, and tell us why you're even here.
Oh, hi everybody. I made it. Better late than never.
Yep.
So we just finished with the raw curls training. So I was training up some more hairstylists to do the raw curls cutting system.
How'd it go?
Amazing. We had such a great group of ladies. It was so much fun. They didn't want to leave.
Oh, there
There they are.
There they are.
It was so much fun. The models loved it. The style. Look at how good everybody looks. Wow, that's a great picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I took it.
nobody wanted to leave. They loved it. They said they've never learned more. It was one of the best classes that they've had, and they ended up wanting to cut each other's hair. They were so excited about it, and just a really. They all went out for pizza, and I was very, very tempted to go.
I cannot
but
believe you didn't go.
I know.
So see you guys. Look at the sacrifices Miss Melanie makes
Oh my God,
for
I've
you
just
on the
been
show.
working nonstop. And after we taught yesterday, I went home and I got my workout in, and so here I am. But anyway, yeah, what an amazing group of ladies they are. They were just so much fun and so awesome. We really had a great time, and they did really, really well with the cutting. So I'm excited for them and their growth in their careers.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, because I posted some pictures earlier today of it, of course, we've got lots of people asking, when's the next class and when can you come by us? And I had, believe it or not, I had multiple people say, yeah, come to Southeast Wisconsin and do a class. And I said, well, maybe.
Because you don't work enough. Yeah.
And then I had to clean the salon too
Maybe.
because we have to work tomorrow, and yeah, it had to be cleaned. So here I am.
Yeah. So anyway, it looks like you'll be busy with more classes. So if you are a stylist listening to this or watching the show and you would like curl training, feel free to send me or Rhett PM, DM. What is it, Rhett? DM or PM? What is it? All right. Send me. What is it? Ping me. So ping me. I'm trying to be hip.
Sounds like this.
Yes.
Ping you.
It used to be ding when I was young. Ding me. It's so ping me and I'll hook you up. Yo, I don't know.
You're
man.
not cool. Just stop.
I'm trying.
Yo
Just
is
stop.
not a word. That's
All right.
out of your
All right. Stop, shizzle. Anyway. Right, so let's get going. Okay, so we're in questions, but we're gonna do curl crap first. And Melanie, I'll get you up to speed just on something.
Okay, just go into the question.
Okay. Jesse had a brain surgery today, so I have not heard anything about it. Okay. All right. So that's it. All right. So curl crap giveaway number 1. If you can answer this animal-related question, you will be the winner of is that 12 ounces?
Yes, it is.
A 12-ounce container of the Texture ID Deep Treatment Mask. Ooh, So anyway, and the question is, Miss Terri,
Name the slowest animal in the world.
the slowest animal in the world. Name the slowest animal in the world. My guess is that animal died because that would have been Miley because she was pretty slow.
Oh.
He was a slow little dog.
Not,
I'm not.
not when she was
I
young.
not when she was young.
She
Yeah,
was
when she got
fast, man.
older.
She ran around like
Yeah,
a
when
bullet.
she got old, she was pretty slow. I'm bringing her down. I miss my Miley. But anyway, so first person that Rhett sees the answer to that, we will win this wonderful prize package. All right, let's see what else we've got here. All right. Terri, I have coarse 3C curls, and they are past my shoulders. Is a mousse or a styling foam too light for them? If so, what should I use?
Yeah, mousse would be too light for that. I would definitely use a gel, whether it be a medium or a strong holding gel.
Mm-hmm.
Some people also like a cream, but definitely not a mousse.
But not a mousse. So no, not a mousse. So a gel, how do you know? You said a medium or a strong hold. How do you, with 3C curls, how do you know? How do you know what to pick? Because that, if you got to buy a full-size bottle, or is it just a hit or miss?
It's kind of like your preference, because Melanie uses a firm hold gel
Yeah.
because it gives her stronger, longer lasting curls. So
Yeah.
if you wash every other day, you can go with, a medium gel. But if you want to go longer, go with a firm.
Go with a firm?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully that helps. Okay. And you're on.
Even with the firm, she's definitely not crunchy. And yes, I touched her curls.
I never do that ever. You see the shirt there.
And she's touching them too.
Oh, yeah.
People think I'm crunchy.
Think people think.
The granola crunchy.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, right. So, Rhett, do we have a winner for this #1 Curl Crap prize?
We have a winner.
We have a winner. And who's our winner?
Paige Marie Thorson with the three-toed sloth.
The three-toed sloth.
And
Well,
just a
congratulations.
disclaimer, if you answer these questions, we're looking for specific answers and not just not general answers.
Yeah, so you can't just say, like, the sloth, right?
Yes.
Is there
exactly.
a difference between a sloth and a three-toed
Good
sloth?
question.
Yeah, there's different species of sloth.
Wow. Okay.
Has 3 toes.
Oh yeah. Well, it has 3 toes. Good answer, Terry.
Right. Like, how long did the 7-day war last?
Exactly.
Who's buried in Grant's tomb?
I told you I'm not smarter than a 5th grader. But there was a sloth on the Puppy Bowl.
Oh, was there? You're
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
During the Super Bowl, I remember.
The
He's-
Super Bowl
he's
Puppy Bowl.
Pretty slow.
Yeah.
Why was there a sloth on the Puppy Bowl?
I don't know. Was he up for adoption? You know, here's a fun fact. I have a fun fact for this evening. Melanie has always wanted a monkey.
It's true.
I know. Don't you dare buy her one. I don't want that pooping thing. They're flipping. Stop. Throwing poop. That's what they do. They're disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
They are disgusting. All right. Let's go on to another question here. All right, Terry, what is the best way to reduce the dreaded frizz? Is it a curly cut or anti-frizz spray or something else
Both.
or all of the above?
And definitely applying your products evenly throughout is huge. I mean, you got people who apply like partially and then they're like, I don't know why it's so frizzy.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah. So a proper cut and proper product application.
Correct.
So, what's more important, in your opinion? What's more important to do first if you're going to start the curly girl method? A curly cut by a curl expert or good products?
I would start with good products.
Start with good products
and then get a cut.
and then get a cut. What about you, Melanie? What are your thoughts? Cut first or products first? If you're going to start the curly girl method from scratch.
Yeah, I would say the same answer. That was a good answer. So definitely getting started with good products is going to start the process of transitioning, and then adding the proper haircut to it is just going to make it even better.
Mm-hmm.
So, but starting with good products, you can do that right away, and finding a curly hair specialist may take a little time. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely the way I would recommend.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay. All right. Let's do another curl crap giveaway. How about that? Let's see what I got for curl crap giveaway.
Before you do this question, I just want
Yes,
to
right.
reiterate: if you've
Yes.
won in the last 60 days, you are ineligible to win.
No cheaters.
I've already gotten a couple people
Uh-huh.
trying to answer who have won in the last 2, because I have all of your messages still in Facebook with the dates on them. So
Yeah, and you don't want me publicly shaming
I'm
you.
very prepared, people.
Okay.
I'm very professional.
Oh, he's on it. He's on it. By the way, that just reminded me, one of the models that came today was somebody that Terry had done her hair in the past.
Really?
Yeah, Lizzie.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. So she was, I mean, that was an easy
From
one.
the mom's group.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we were just talking
She's
about
an
that.
attorney. Yeah. So anyway, you didn't know that because I didn't know that. She didn't tell us until she was there, and she said, "Oh, I've been here." It was a while ago, and that Terry did her hair, so that made our students' job a little easier today. But they made a
She already had a good cut.
she did, and her hair looked good. She was using the products. It was
Made it easy for whoever grabbed her, right?
Exactly. So it was kind of cheating, but thank goodness she was open to making quite a change. They cut it up above her shoulders and did a little bit of an asymmetrical bob, not asymmetrical, inverted bob. So it was a nice change. Yeah. But anyway, good job, Terry.
Cool. Good job, Terry. Yeah, next week what we'll do is Miss Melanie will get the pictures. She's got before and after pictures of a number of the models that were there today, and you'll get to see what some of these new curl specialists see some of their talents, and we'll show you what kind of work that they did. Rhett, you'll be able to do that, won't you, off of Melanie's phone? Okay.
Wow.
I know. I know it sounded
do a
like
handstand?
well, I know I
I
sounded.
give you a hard time. I say that I can do
I knew-
anything, but I gave you a hard time at the beginning of the show because you were asking me to do a bunch of stuff
I knew.
at
were
very,
asking a
very
lot.
last.
Well, I don't know
minute,
if you can
last
tell by
notice.
the tone of my voice, but I
I want to see you tap dance.
It sounded like I was
No, you
asking,
don't.
but I wasn't really asking.
I know. I know what it means whenever you ask me to do something. It's just you're
Get
trying
it
to be
figured
nice.
out. Just-
I know.
I don't want to know how.
Because you have
just
to
get it
actually
done.
actively try to be nice. So I just want everybody to know that.
That's true. By the way,
Oh my
one of the
God.
students today said she got into it with him this morning. I'm like, what? Yeah. So,
What did you do?
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Such a shocker.
yeah, shocker.
I know nothing.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later.
Boy.
Okay, let's read this next question.
let's-
Well,
let's-
let's see what
let's-
we're giving away.
Let's decide what we're giving away first. Oh, here's what we're giving away. One of those. A coveted "No, You Cannot Touch My Curls" T-shirt, and you have to, if you are chosen as the winner, when you give your mailing address to Rhett, you have to give your size. So stop laughing.
Hilarious.
And unfortunately, your size has to be 2X or less because we don't have anything bigger than 2X.
Yeah, I got nothing bigger than
so
2X. Sorry.
Sorry about that too.
So anyway, I think small, medium, large, extra large, and double X is all I got. So anyway, one of those coveted black and white "No, You Cannot Touch My Curls" T-shirts. If you can answer this animal-related question.
What is a group of lions known as?
What is a group of lions
That's easy.
called? Okay. All right. If you know the answer to that question,
So I have a fun fact.
you have a fun fact. All right. Give us a fun fact,
So-
Terry.
I was shopping at Sam's Club one day,
Mhm.
and this lady walked past me with these beautiful long curls, and I said to her, "I love your curls." And she just looked at me with this blank look, and then she was like, "What?" And so I said it again. I said, "I love your curls." And she goes, "Oh, I thought you said my girls." I'm like, I was mortified, and then I handed her a card.
She said those are pretty nice too.
Yeah.
This would totally be me, but and how I would have got myself out of it.
And Tommy was with me, and he walked up and he's like, What just happened?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's just leave it."
That's how I walk up to women. I hand out our little cards, to come into our salon,
So when I glanced over at the shirt, that's why Terry was laughing, because I said, "You need one that says, 'No, you can't touch my girls.'"
I can start making those too if you'd like. If you want those for giveaways, I'd be more than happy to run a couple off.
And we have a winner.
We have a winner.
And our winner
Thanks for changing the subject.
The winner wants the girls.
Our winner is a very interesting winner because she's also was part of the Raw Girls Academy.
Oh, she.
Kelly Byler.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
And the answer is Pride. So think
Yes.
the Lion King, Pride Rock. That's why it's called.
There
Pride
you go.
Rock.
Not like you two, Pride in the Name of Love. No.
I want her to come work for me. She's fun. You
Okay.
two would get along.
Oh, good.
Is she moving?
All right, Kelly, you're not getting a shirt, Kelly, unless you come work.
Oh,
That's right.
We have a fun, clean, drama-free, modern salon in beautiful Naples, Florida. And Melanie made that commute for 10 years, so you can't say it's
She's young. She can do it.
she can do it. All right, make sure you get her size, and congratulations, Kelly. See you soon. We're very persuasive.
we really need somebody else before season.
Yes, we do.
Adorable.
I wish I was kidding. Anyway, we need help. We need more stylists. We're going to train up stylists, and then we're going to lock the door when they're done and say,
Yes. That's a good idea.
You cannot leave.
you cannot leave.
That's right.
It's a good problem to have, It's a good problem to have. So anyway, yeah. So here's your shirt. I better write number 2 on it so I forget. So I don't forget. Send her shirt. All right, let's see what else I got. I know, but that's why I told him, just because I need to remember what it was. All right. Okay. Ooh, here's a good question. I'm gonna give this question to both of you, but before we get into this question, because it's a little bit lengthy, So Terry and I were talking earlier at the beginning of the show about how she became a curl specialist and how she went about it, and she talked about how she went through the Raw Curls Academy with you, and I asked her about how long it took and before she could for lack of a better word, before she could be put on the floor to do curls, to actually take clients and whatever. And so we talked about how the salon is laid out, where all the stylists are around you and you're like smack in the middle, like, the queen bee.
The Queen Melody.
The Queen Melody, right? Gets to watch over everything. So after you trained Terry, how long did it take before you felt comfortable enough to put her on the floor and start giving her clients and and letting her touch people's curls for real and charge money?
That's the key. She was touching people's curls immediately. So what I did was I said, okay, now you guys need to continue your training and education. So they were required to have models come in, people that, they would let them know they could come in and get a free haircut. And that went on for a couple of months, I would say, probably a good 3 months or so.
I said 4.
Yeah.
She said 4.
It's somewhere
Yeah.
between 3 and 6 months. I really wasn't counting. But probably, yeah, but more like 4 or 5 or 6 months. And anyway, so they were bringing people in and then giving them the curly cut, and I would, just kind of oversee and make sure, because it's hard. It's so much information when you go to a class like that, and it's just something really new and different. And neither one of them had any prior curly hair training.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's part of it as well. So, like the girls I was working with today have all been through other curly hair classes. So they have a little bit more of a background, and it's still an adjustment. It's still new material that they can add to their tools. But Terry and Julie were both brand new to any of the techniques. So, they just needed a little more guidance before we would start charging people. So yeah, it was somewhere between 3 and 6 months. And then, and even still sometimes, I will not so much lately, but every once in a great while it'd be like, hey, lower your angle a little bit, or, just something. I see something that maybe, just needs to be tweaked. I might just come over and say, what do you think about that piece right there? Whatever. But they've been doing amazing work. And so it only took those couple of months before they could have paying clients come in, and everybody was always super happy with their work. But sometimes, we would just discuss how they felt about, the cut that they just did, and was there anything that they think they could have done differently, or, but they just got more and more comfortable as time has gone on, and now it's like second nature.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we just raised their prices, actually, because I said that was another thing I did.
There you go. You guys should have been here a couple of weeks earlier.
That's right. So they've gotten so proficient at it, and their work is so good that, I had them priced a little bit lower, and then their timing was a little bit longer, but now I said it's time for a raise. So they both got raises.
They both got raises.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yep.
I'm still waiting. But anyway.
You're waiting to get paid, let alone a raise.
Right. That'd be nice. So, Melanie, you've been doing this about 23 years at this point. Do you do you feel the more you do curls, are you getting better? Are you still training? Are you, or have you gotten to a level in your career where you've got it? What's it like? Or are you still learning, and are you getting better at what you do, 2.5 decades later?
Yeah, always. And we were just talking about that after class this evening. Yeah, and I still go back to what Malcolm had told me, as soon as you think you know everything, you know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always more to learn, even for me. Just, meeting with Chadwick and, even all of us top curly, experts, we learn from each other because the industry is ever changing. So we were talking about how if you go back and look at the original Curly Girl book, Diva doesn't even, train that way anymore. There's changes that have been made even within their organization. And it's not that anything was wrong or bad. It's just become better. We're all discovering new and better ways to work with the curls. And so it's always ongoing, and there's something new that's discovered. And, it's great if we were able to share it with each other, because I feel like, I think I said this before, if you keep it to yourself, you're going to end up by yourself. So it's nice that we can all share and help the whole entire, industry grow and have fabulous curls.
Is that like check yourself before you wreck yourself?
Yes, exactly.
See, I'm told you, I'm like hip.
So I've got it for sure. I know I'm very comfortable working with all types of curls, but I'm always looking for, something new and better and improving on what I already know.
Okay. Here's a fun fact. When Melanie first started getting trained by U.S. hairdressing champion and British hairdressing champion, Mr. Malcolm Brown, who she had referred to, when she first started to train with him, if I remember this all right, he let you stand and watch him, right? For like weeks. Is that pretty much it? You didn't get to cut. He made you stand and watch. How long was it before he let you sweep up his hair? I remember him saying that.
Yeah,
I remember him saying
the hair
it's
right
like,
away. Are you kidding? Yeah, you start an apprenticeship, so kind of the same thing like what I did with the girls. So
and you already were a graduate of cosmetology school at that point.
Yeah, of course. I was graduated. I was licensed, and he said, "Now you're gonna forget everything you just learned and start over." I was like, "Okay," and you start an apprenticeship, and same thing. You observe, and then like one day a week. I think it was one day a week. Then we had models come in. And we had certain.
Did you have to go get them yourself?
Yeah, we had to go and get them ourselves. And then you had to, different haircuts that you had to do, and so many of them. And he's standing over you, and so that went on. It's not a certain amount of time. It's until he feels you're ready. So I got through that in 3 months, which was pretty quickly actually. But yeah, then I was ready to go on the floor. But you're observing not only him, but everybody else. You're going and
there's some really
observing and
talented stylists
assisting
at
and
that joint.
yeah, and then bringing in models, and you're shampooing, you're sweeping, you're doing all this stuff. But it's a part of it, and I think it's a great way to run the salon. And I learned a lot. I still enjoy watching. Even tonight, some of them wanted me to cut their hair, and I said, no. I'm like, you guys can cut each other's hair, but I'm not cutting it. You need the practice. And, it was fun just getting the chance to sit back and watch. I enjoy that. Watching Chadwick, watching, anybody, Carlisto, anybody that's doing curly hair or any hair for that matter. I just enjoy watching and learning and observing.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool. Let's do another curl crap giveaway quick. Let me see what I have in my box. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Here is a coveted Raw Curls 5-pack starter kit of organic cleanser, conditioner, medium hold gel, firm hold gel, and the coveted, even really more coveted, patented Raw Curls anti-frizz spray with a retail value of, I think, $35 or $6. So if you can answer this animal related question, Terry.
Which bird is internationally known as the symbol of peace?
I don't like birds. There's a fun fact.
Okay, here's another fun
not.
fact about birds. Okay, so I just moved, and I thought that my neighbors behind me, like diagonally, had one bird. Oh my Lord.
They have a flock of parrots?
Holy cow. They had the lights on the lanai the other night. They must have been cleaning the cage that was huge. The entire part of the lanai that's under cover, under the awning, there must have been 7 or 8 birds in there.
What kind of birds?
All different, like crazy colorful. And then after seeing all them, I'm like, oh my God, now I know why there's so many different sounds, because you start hearing. That's a lot of birds.
That's a lot of birds.
A lot of birds.
So like the crazy cat lady.
They had a pig until the 4th of July when Tommy made
Careful.
No.
Careful.
We did not harm any animals.
And we have a winner.
We have a winner already of
Yeah.
the coveted Raw Curls 5-pack starter kit.
I am going to attempt to say this name correctly.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Ann Rose. It's spelled like Anne Rand, so I'm assuming it's or Ein or Ann. It's AYN. So
Like Enya?
no AYN,
Ann.
like Anne Rand.
Okay, like Anne
I'm
Rand.
assuming that's how it's pronounced. But
Okay.
yeah, make sure you send me a direct message, a friend request, and a direct message on Facebook.
Boy, I'd love to know what the international bird.
Oh, would you?
I sure would. What is it?
It's the dove.
You mean it's not the burrowing owl?
Yes. No, that's the one that keeps you up at night when you sleep in the woods.
Oh, I hate those things. God.
Or that's the Florida. No.
He's afraid.
I hate those little. Can I say
Imagine that.
bastards?
No, you can't. They're cute. They're the cutest little owls. They're like this big, maybe 6 inches, and Ken is afraid.
Because
He,
they're
like,
always squawking
he
at
screams
us.
like a girl. And
They're not
runs.
afraid. They're not afraid of us. They're dive bombing us on the dog walks
See.
and whatever, and they're
See.
trying to get up my
He's
dog.
like, they're
and
trying to get me.
They dig your lawn up, and
They're cute.
They're out
I
to
can't
get
wait
you.
for the next holiday barbecue at the Potts residence. Maybe we'll. Moving on.
More surprises.
Maybe we'll have some more surprises on the grill.
The chicken down the road. No.
Oh, God, stop. All right. Okay, this is a lengthy question. This will be for both of you. You guys can fight over this.
Ask Terry.
All right. Are you going to, like, when she answers, you're going to, like, snicker and roll your eyes in the background? All right, let's do it. Rat, do we have any wine?
No.
Only the wine that you have that you're whining about something about.
You mean about
owls.
birds? Stupid owls.
That's the only wine we have right
He
now.
likes that. What was that? Apple whiskey.
Oh man, we are hiring. If anybody's interested, we could use a couple of stylists and some front desk people.
Nobody wants this job. I
Right,
promise you.
just hear crickets.
Yep. Nobody wants it. I promise.
Oh, okay.
We need a replacement.
Terry, my friend is in hairstyling school, and she is taking a course for cutting curly hair. She asked me to be a model for her. I'm in desperate need of a trim, and I want to see her succeed, and I can't get into the one curl salon that she normally goes to until the end of September. I just can't decide if it's worth taking the risk having a student cut my hair. My hair is long, so if she does mess it up, it's not like I can't afford to cut some length to fix it. Can I have your thoughts on that, please?
Scary. Very scary. No, I mean,
Do you
I don't
know? Do you know what here's a fun fact. Do you want to know one of the very first dates that Miss Melanie and I had was? Yeah, it was in my kitchen.
cutting your hair?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Because you had a mullet?
That's right.
There are no pictures. It never
Oh,
happened.
there sure were. I seen it, and so did everybody in the salon. So, anyway.
Anyway,
We all have to learn. I mean, and we all
Yeah.
need models. So
Yeah.
that's a toughie. But I guess if you went to her, I'd say take the tiny little bit.
she's got length, so
I
that
mean,
helps because she's got length.
Still, I mean, tell her start little. I mean,
I'd want to know if it was me. I'd want to know they're training them in beauty school, which is I've never heard of that.
right.
And if that is the case, who is? Who who's doing it? What are your thoughts, Melanie?
Yeah, that's the only reason why I would be a little concerned is the whole beauty school thing because they're not even, again, I feel like you need to have a handle on the basic hair cutting first before even getting into the curly cutting. That's just my opinion, but it's an advanced technique, and if you don't even know the basics yet and you're not experienced with that, that would be my concern. If you were talking about being a model like at the class we did today where you already have experience and trained stylists, that's not scary. And plus, I was standing there walking them through it step by step, so I'm going around and checking their work, and some of them said it feels kind of funny. It does, but they're glad because that's the time, but the models, they get a very good haircut. But going to a beauty school, yeah, I don't know. That's a little scary.
Yeah, in a situation
I
with
don't
you
like it.
where you've got, potentially, 6, 7, 8 people who can cut curly hair, some in training, but a lot of them not. No matter what goes wrong, there's somebody there going to fix it. Which is a little different than beauty school where, maybe not. You don't even have the training to even fix a regular haircut, possibly, than a curly one. So, okay. Well, let's do one more curl crap giveaway. Let's see what I've got in here. Let's see what I've got in my bag of tricks. Let's open this up. Oh, this is a good one. If you hung around to watch the whole rest of the show, you'll see it's going to be worth it. This is if I can get it out, a 12-ounce bottle of Diva Curl Ultra Defining Gel. That's a pretty nice. That's a pretty nice gift. That's probably 25 or prize, probably 25 or $30 or something like that. It's a lot. It ain't cheap. It ain't $10. I can tell you that. So you can be the winner of this coveted bottle of Diva Curl Gel if you can answer this animal-related question from Terry.
Which animal never sleeps?
Me.
Rust. Me.
Ken and Melanie.
Melanie. Yep, there you go. Rhett is the winner.
I won.
Yay.
Yay.
You win some Diva Curl.
Yeah, you run some.
I don't
Diva
want
Curl. He does not want it. So, yeah. So the next person to get the answer to that question will win this wonderful prize, and that will be that'll be the last prize for this evening, because because I'm out of questions for the night. For Terri, yeah. I don't have any more questions for Terri, but Rhett, if you want to if someone wants to ask a question in the comment section, because we can't see it on our screen, right? No, we can't. If you have something that you want to toss,
We have
out.
a winner as well. So
That quick?
I'm going to chalk it up to okay, she fixed it. Christina Workman is our winner, and the answer is bullfrogs.
Congratulations.
Except she said bulldogs at first, and then she fixed it. But I'm glad you fixed it. Thank you.
That was a typo. Yeah, yeah. It's not one of those poisonous. What are those poisonous frogs in our neighborhood called? Are those bullfrogs?
Boofa.
Boofa.
Boofa. Or cane toad is the other name.
Is that it? Yeah, we have poisonous ones in our neighborhood.
They're big and ugly.
Yeah, and the dogs can't lick them.
Have those? Does your neighbor have those?
I don't know, but we killed 2 of them in our yard.
Gross. Because if the dog licks them, they'll die, right?
Scary.
I know, it's scary stuff. So, anyway, so another thing I wanted to bring up. This is something that we pretty much stopped. We pretty much stopped selling raw curls and RHO skincare products to salons and hairstylists and stuff like that. It just wasn't much of our. It just wasn't really our business model. And we had a couple of salons that we sold to from day one that we still would sell to, but that was it. We kind of stopped. And over the last couple of weeks here, we saw some things that were going on with Amazon and some of the other distributors. So what I'm about to tell you is basically just directly for salons and curly hair stylists. As of this week, we are selling wholesale again. If you would like a price list, send Rhett, the producer, a direct message and ask to have a Raw Curls RH Organic Skincare price list. One of these fancy dancy things. It was like made by a professional.
Fix what?
He wanted to touch up some things. But anyway, if you want one of these sent to you, you can do that. And we're not going to take everybody. We're going to take some salons just because it's all we can really handle. We're not going to take tons. So if you're interested, get in touch with me. And pricing is really, really good. Better than I want it to be. So anyway, you got anything, Melanie, that you'd like to add for this?
Yeah, I don't know what you talked about before I got here, but I was just going to say, Terri, what has been your favorite thing about working with curly hair? What's been your favorite thing or moment or experience?
Well, like I told Ken, I just love it because it's like you're sculpting a piece of art. So you just start chiseling away at your clay, and then you have this beautiful piece of art at the end. And making them happy, taking that nervous person who sits in your chair saying, oh my God, I haven't had a haircut in a year and a half.
Because I can't find anybody.
To death.
Yeah.
And then they leave super happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you think of like one client or experience that really stands out that you did something special or a big transition?
Oh my God, the fun little asymmetrical thing was amazing. And she had been coming to me for a while, but
So tell us.
it was so cute. So she had about, shoulder length bob, and she wanted something sassy. So we went really short on the one side, like, maybe an inch to 2.
That's pretty sassy.
And then, a longer, it was so cute on her. And she has such the personality for that cut.
yeah.
So that was fun. And she just kept saying, Terry, I love it. Terry, I love it so much. I'm
Isn't
like,
that fun?
She was
Yeah.
like, Terry.
Yes. Oh my God. I actually took a video of it. It was great.
I'll bet Rhett doesn't have that ready, does he? Terry and her client with the asymmetrical cut shaved on one side.
No, because I didn't know that video existed.
It makes 2 of us.
Also, we do have a live question if you want to take one more question.
Who's it for?
It's for general. It's for you guys. It's about a product, a Raw Curls product.
Okay.
Okay. What's the best way to use the Raw Curls anti-frizz spray? I just ordered it. Is it best to spray directly onto the hair or spray into hands and smooth onto hair? So whoever would like to field that question.
Well,
Let's have the expert answer.
you could do it either way. So if you're refreshing, some people like to put it in their hands and work it through. When we do it on our clients at the salon wet, we just spray it right on and then comb it through. You always have to comb it through or work it through with your fingers. Ooh, I'm about to take out the microphone. Because that's what's going to activate those anti-frizz molecules. So whatever you're comfortable with on application is up to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully that helps you out. Any other ones, Red, or no? Or is that it?
Nope, that was it. Just make sure you get your addresses to me, please, ASAP.
ASAP. Yeah, get them to us. Yeah, we're running long. I see Instagram died, so they let us go for an hour, and then why does it do that? They only give us an hour.
Because it's Instagram.
Because they're cutting you off.
Because
know.
it's Instagram.
They're always, every once in a while,
Well,
because
cutting you
it'll
off.
give you like a 15-second timer, and every once in a while I'll see it out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah, don't get me started on how I feel about Instagram and video content.
Yeah.
That's for a different
Hey,
show.
I figure
completely.
you'd be really happy, Rhett, because I started the show by saying if you want the best user experience, go to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I heard that. I appreciate that.
And it is better, believe it or
It
not.
really is.
Yeah, we have, believe it or not, for those of you who watch this live stream, we have a lot of people that will message me or post and say it's literally what they do is that they pull it up on their smart TV, the YouTube on the smart TV, and they'll watch it on their big screen while they're making dinner or folding laundry or whatever, like they're watching a TV show. Mm-hmm. Not a good one.
Oh, man.
Hey, Will and Grace, we are not.
Kind of are.
Where's Karen? Anyway.
Oh, right here. Where's no, Julie would be Karen.
Where's Karen? All right. Jack 2000.
Oh my God.
No, just Jack. I'm sorry. Just Jack. All right, let's
Like the
move.
salon scene, that was one of our favorites.
That was one of my favorites, the salon
getting
scene.
lazy.
That is like the best scene ever.
Did you ever see that?
It's this close. I'm not feeling it today. Do you ever do that to Terry, to clients? Walk up to him and see him, say,
She
I'm just
did.
not feeling it today. and
Oh,
walk
she
away.
did do that one time.
Did you
remember?
really?
You said, I'm done. I'm just not even cutting her hair. Remember? Yes. That
Rhett, you're going to have to find that scene
Yeah.
on YouTube for next
Oh my
week.
God, it was so much. She did do that. And I was like, Terry.
No, it was when you asked me to cut somebody's hair, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't. It was a 12-hour day. I'm like, I'm done. Nobody wants me coming near your head with scissors.
Right.
Done.
So I did it.
After a 12 or 13-hour day. So that's one thing. If you do come to work with us at the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida, you'll have clients. You won't be sitting on your hands. I can tell you that. There is a whip
You'll be
involved.
turning
though.
them away.
Yes, you'll be turning them away.
Never.
We don't turn clients away ever. All right, let's wrap this train wreck up. Can we do that, Red? Or we said? All right, wonderful. Well, thank you again, Miss Terri Potts. We appreciate you coming in and filling in. You did a wonderful job. If you are in the Naples, Florida area or anywhere in Southwest Florida, maybe vacationing, and you'd like to get your curls cut by one of the top curl experts in the country, give us a call at 239-597-0939 at the beautiful Raw Hair Organic Salon. And call 6 months in advance. You might get in.
At least a few months in advance.
Call in advance, yeah. Yeah. Don't do like some of my high school friends did, right? But we get them in. We get everybody in anyway. So yeah, did I mention that? Yeah, this week actually, some of my friends from high school I haven't seen in decades popped in to get their hair done. It looked beautiful. So anyway, of course. I'd expect nothing less. And actually, she sent me that. She sent me a text, and she said, I didn't expect anything less. It's
I'm
beautiful.
glad we didn't disappoint you.
Yeah.
No, I knew we wouldn't. But yeah, they're just wonderful
They
people.
did drink wine, though.
It does not surprise me one bit.
But
I
they were
love
so happy.
Ellie.
She came
Love Ellie to
back and was
death.
So
So,
smiling and happy the next day.
yeah, she's. Who? Miss Melanie? What'd you say?
I said, I was joking because I said they were drinking wine, so maybe they, just thought they were happy. But one of them did come back for more products, and she was so grateful and happy and thankful for the experience.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And, yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that nice?
Yep, they were great.
So, yeah.
That's
So it really is fun by us. We're not just saying it. It is fun. So anyway, okay, we're gonna wrap it up. I got to get out we got to get out the door here. People got to go. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Remember, tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time, the podcast of episode 126 of the Curly Hair Q&A show will be available. Stop playing, kids. Sit up.
Touching me.
Stop touching me. She's touching me. Rhett, do you have a picture of Terri? You might want to.
Time to cut it off.
No, but I'll be editing every single bit of this out of the show.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
All right, we'll see you guys next week, Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time for more shenanigans. Who knows? Who'll pop in and join us?
When I show up.
Right. See ya.